Welcome back, everybody. It is week 4 of our 5-week program. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us so far through that upper body, lower body, and heart rate week. Last week was heart rate, and it was a tough one. Jane and I barely made it through it, and I know you guys are probably really exhausted from it, but thanks for sticking with us and filling out those bingo cards. We see you guys working hard and really pushing through. This week is full body. So today we're starting with a full body interval workout. Everything is going to be 1-minute rounds. We have 6 exercises, and it's going to be 3 rounds total. So we're really just going to go at your own pace like we've done in the past with these kind of workouts, and you just get as many reps in as you can. So if you feel like you have more gas left in the tank toward the end, then you really push it. But really pace yourself. Again, 3 rounds, 6 exercises. For equipment today, we're gonna need our hip circle band, our favorite Sklz sliders, of course, too, dumbbells, and a mat. So today's workout, because it's 1-minute rounds and it's a lot of back work and shoulder work, we're gonna be using really light weights. So we're gonna be in the 2.5 to 5 range because we're gonna be getting so many reps in. But with that being said, we're gonna get started with our warm-up, and let's do it. Here we go, guys. We are starting off with our warm-up. This will be the warm-up we're gonna use this entire week for our full body workouts. And all you're gonna need is your hip circle, our favorite bands. If you don't have one, check in the link below and get yourself one. It'll change your life. They're amazing. We love them. All right, so we're gonna put our bands on, and we're starting with banded step out. So if you're in our gym, this is very similar to our lateral band walks that we pretty much make every client do. It really helps our glutes start to engage and get them nice and warm.
One more.
We're going 10 each way. So we're just stepping out, keeping that glute engaged, keeping our core tight, not letting our low back do the work, but just getting those glutes to fire to warm us up today before we start our workout. That's 10. All right. We can keep the band on this entire time because next we have V-sit tucks. So right here, we're tucking to our chest. If you have any low back pain, stay a flat back. Tuck in and out, work through that, or put your hands behind you. Nice and easy. We have 15 reps here. This is one we really want to be conscious of what our core is doing. Keeping it tight that entire time. Don't want our low back to fire. And good. Okay, we got 20 swimmers. So extending those hands overhead, thumbs meet at the top, and bringing them down toward our glutes. We have 20 reps of this. Again, this is one. Always important to keep our core engaged so that our low back does not arch. And this is just really a good one to activate our posterior shoulders. All right. Back to the beginning, so back on those banded step out. We're doing 3 rounds of this to get us nice and warm for our full body workout. We like to really warm up our glutes, core, and back when we get ready for our workout. These are the main muscles that'll help us in any workout we do, and ones we always want to activate and be conscious of.
Down to V-sit tucks.
V-sit tucks. Again, the best modification here is going to be holding your hands behind your back. If you have any low back discomfort, do not just work through it. We really want to get that core engaged here to get ready for our workout. 15 reps here.
That's 15.
And
swimmers.
Going back on that stomach for swimmers. 20 reps here. Again, activate that posterior shoulder. Go at your own pace on these. We don't need them to be super slow. As you can see, both Jane and I are going at a pretty decent pace here, just to really get those shoulders warm.
That's 20. One more round.
Whew. One more round of this warm-up. We will head into our workout. So again, guys, keep in mind this is a warm-up. So if you went maybe too hard on those first 2 rounds here, slow it down a little bit. We're just trying to activate our muscles, get them warm and ready to rock today. I feel my glutes firing. I don't know about you, Jane.
Yep.
For sure.
And that's 10, down to the V-sits.
V-sit tucks. So we've just been keeping our band on, guys, because it's easier for us to transition quickly to each workout for you. But if you guys feel more comfortable taking them off, feel free to do so. 15. Woo. And back on that stomach for swimmers. So by now you should be feeling your glutes are warm, your core's ready to work, and now your shoulders are really fired up. I'm ready to accomplish anything we have to throw at it today. 20 of these swimmers. It's our last round of our warm-up. Perfect. And good. That's it for our warm-up today, guys. Get a little bit of water and get ready to work for our full body workout. Woohoo! Here we go, guys. We're going to start round 1. We are starting with a banded squat and side raise. So grab that hip circle. Like we mentioned, we only have 5-pound weights with us. If you want 2.5s, that's great too. It's a minute of work for everything. So you're going to get a lot of reps in, regardless of what pace you go at. And here we go. We're starting. So squatting with that band, really make sure you're driving those knees out. Don't let that band dictate where your knees go. We don't want to see any knocked knees crashing in like this. Keep them wide. On that lateral raise, we're working through our shoulders. Staying nice and level with them. Keeping that core engaged, not letting that back arch as we go up. You can see a good side view with Jane.
Make sure you're keeping your elbows slightly bent. You don't want to lock out the joint. It'll just help in case you have a little bit heavier of weight.
We are way over halfway, guys. We have 20 seconds left in this round. So this is round 1. We have 3 rounds to go. So evaluate yourself as we go here. Don't want to crush yourself in the first round. You want to leave a little bit of gas left in the tank for the next 2. 6 exercises and switch. We're going to a bent over row and kick back. So bending over with a row right to about our rib cage and then kicking back with those triceps. So again, high rep here as we're going for a minute. Evaluate your pace as you go. This feels way too easy. Just wait a minute because we got a long way to go here. So again, keep in mind this is round 1. And we really got to pace ourselves as we go.
Halfway done.
Again, this is a good one that we have to make sure our core is tight and engaged the whole time. Working through those upper body muscles, triceps to kick those weights back, and make sure on that kick back we're nice and in control, not throwing the weights back. A couple more seconds here, and then we're grabbing those Sklz sliders.
And switch. Going to a single arm leg tuck.
So we're alternating here, so it's like a mountain climber. Notice Jane and I's pace isn't anything crazy because we have a minute of these. We don't want to burn out here first round. Reminder, if you don't have these Sklz sliders at home, if you're on hardwood, grab a towel. They work just as easily. A little washcloth will work perfect. Or if you have carpet, grab a Tupperware lid. Anything plastic. We're over halfway, guys. Again, as we always talk about, keeping that core engaged. Mine's starting to fire right now. My quads are burning a little bit.
We have 4 seconds left. Next exercise, you're getting your band on and switch.
Good. Band goes on and we're going to our mat. We have a banded glute bridge with a clamshell at the top. So what that means is as we glute bridge we are pushing our knees out and using those glutes to bring it back in and back down. Again, we have a minute of these, so you should really be feeling a good posterior burn in those glutes by the end. I'm already feeling it. So again, bridging up, pushing that band out at the top, and then coming all the way back down.
Make sure that your feet are staying flat on the ground. Big toe is always in contact, and the weight is mid-foot heel through the whole exercise.
5 seconds here, and then we're grabbing our weights for reverse flies and Ys. All right, band off. Grab that weight here. We're going reverse fly to a Y. So again, the Y is something we've talked about in the past of you do not need much weight for. It's an extremely difficult exercise.
Using those little muscles.
Yeah, tiny muscles in our shoulders. So again, Jane and I only have 5-pound weights, and it's pretty challenging for this one. We're halfway already. Again, core engagement is really super important here. Should be feeling a good shoulder burn right about now.
Control the movement. Don't let your momentum kick in.
Yes, yes, yes. Woo.
10 seconds.
Be sure to keep that little bit of elbow bend. Don't lock out those joints. Woo.
And we are switching to a single arm reach. Get
And
into
those
your
skills.
plank position.
So high plank here. We're alternating just like we did with the tucks, with our knees, extending out, stabilizing, and like a 3-point plank basically. So basically here you're holding a minute of planking. So it's gonna get tough, especially adding that movement. So pace yourself. This is only round 1, remember.
If you feel your hips rotating when you're switching your stable base, just widen your legs a little bit and just widen that base. It'll make your hips stronger. Squeeze your glutes and your core. 10 seconds.
Ooh. Almost there, guys. 2, 1, and good. That's all 6 exercises for round 1. Grab a quick drink of water and we'll be right back for round 2. All right, guys, round 2, here we go. We're starting off right away with that band on and a side raise. So again, we're going squat here, raising. So just like we talked about in round 1 here. Core tension the whole time, especially on that raise. Don't want to let our low back arch. On that squat, we are pushing that band out with our knees, not letting them cave in. You control where your knees go, not the band. Evaluate how you did in round 1, how you're feeling right now. If you're extremely tired, maybe slow down your pace this round. If you feel like, oh, round 1 wasn't too bad, maybe pick up the pace a little bit. But keep in mind, we have a 3rd round coming. And it's all the same 6.
And 9 seconds.
Maybe feeling a little bit of heart rate after round 1. I know ours elevated a bit.
And switch.
Band off, and we're keeping those weights for the bent over row to kick back. So Jane and I said that 5-pound weights were perfect for round 1. Thought he challenged us just enough. But if you don't feel
form great.
Yep. But if you don't feel like your weight is challenging you enough and it's too easy, pick up the pace a little bit. But stay in control. Keep that good form. We talk a lot about on the kickbacks not throwing that weight around, using our triceps to extend it back. I know mine are feeling the burn. You're almost there, guys. 10 seconds. Then we are heading down to the floor with our Sklz, alternating tucks. And time. Grab grab those Sklz sliders or whatever you got at home. Alternating tucks here. So this is one we can really easily get out of control with our pace and we want to go super fast like a mountain climber. But we have a minute of these guys. You will feel just as good of a burn going slow and controlled movements, keeping full body tension, than going super fast. Going super fast is just going to get you fatigued and you're going to run out of gas. This is really going to get your muscles to fire and feel a great burn. We're already over halfway.
If your wrists are bothering you in this position, go down to your elbows or find an elevated surface.
Whew. 10 seconds, guys. 3, 2, and good. We are grabbing that band, staying on the ground. Band above knee, glute bridging up to clamshell at the top. So up, push those knees out, bring it back down. Squeezing those glutes when we get to the top of that glute bridge. There's a reason we call it a glute bridge. That's where we want to feel it. So if you're not feeling it there, you're feeling your low back firing, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those glutes even more. Keep that core tension tight.
And try decreasing your range of motion in that glute bridge.
We are over halfway, guys. And we only have 2 exercises left after this in this round. 2, 1, and good, guys. We are up on our feet, grabbing those weights. Reverse fly and Y. They rhyme really nice. So reverse fly and Y. There we go. Keeping that core tension again. Really super important, especially as we get fatigued. As Jane mentioned, not throwing those weights around, not letting momentum do the work, but forcing your muscles to be in control. Halfway. In the home stretch here, guys. One more exercise left in round 2. I know our shoulders are probably on fire right about now. 3, 2, and 1. Back down to those Sklz. Upper body, single arm extension out, reaching out. High plank position. As Jane said before, we don't want a lot of movement at our hips here. So if you feel like your hips are dipping all over the place, take those feet wider. Widen your base.
If this one is too difficult, your low back is starting to hurt, drop down to your knees.
So just like this, guys. You go here, your range of motion increases in that upper body. I'm still feeling a lot of core in this position as well. So evaluate yourself here.
15 seconds left. 5, 3, 2, and drop.
Guys, and that's the end of round 2. We have one more to go. We'll see you in a second.
Hey, let's go round 3.
Round 3, banded squat with that side raise. So same keys we've talked about the past 2 rounds, dragging those knees out, core tight. Raising those weights up, straight up to the side with our shoulders. Lower and upper body work here for our full body week. We're about halfway here. Just like we've talked about with those Ys and reverse flies, kickbacks, Controlling the weights here. Not just flinging them around. And again, it's round 3, so if you guys feel like you have a lot left, push your reps this round. Really try to get as many in as possible with keeping that great form. 5 seconds here. And switch. And good. We're keeping those weights that I just dropped and going bent over row, kick back. Nice and getting control, core engaged. Extending those arms back with our triceps. So this is 1-2. It's been super easy the past 2 rounds. Maybe use 10 pounds. Maybe 15 if you're feeling super strong. Over halfway, guys. Again, it's the last round though. Self-evaluate. If you have a lot left, give it your all this last round. 10 seconds. 2, 1, and good. We're grabbing those Sklz sliders, alternating tucks. This is one I know I'm probably gonna push the pace on a little bit this 3rd round, because I have a little bit left. If you don't, that is a-okay. Keep that slow and controlled. Making sure that core is tight the entire time, even as you get fatigued. We are already halfway, guys. Jane and I are picking up the pace a little bit. Finishing strong here. 20 seconds. We're already halfway through the exercises too. We only have 3 left. And 10 seconds, push yourself. And good. Staying on the ground, grabbing that band. Banded glute bridge with that clamshell at the top. This is one, because we're resting on the ground, maybe really push the pace this last round. Squeezing those glutes the entire time they are elevated off the ground. Keep in mind though, guys, even though we want to maybe push some reps today, this isn't our heart rate week. We're looking to get a good burn. Feel range of motion, quality reps. As we talked about, you get a better burn actually from going slow than you do from going fast. Two, 1, and good. Okay, band off. Reverse flies and lies. If your shoulders are really feeling that fatigue by now, maybe switch to body weight. Or do your reverse flies for 30 seconds, and then do Y's body weight for 30. We're halfway. Last 2 of the day, guys. Then you are done.
And you can check it off your bingo.
Woo. And always talk to a couple people who are getting really close on their bingo cards. Keep that going. 10 seconds. And good.
Last exercise, let's push ourselves.
Single arm extensions. So maybe if you were from your knees those first 2 rounds, you try from that high plank position. And keep limiting the movement at your hips by taking your feet wider. Already halfway, guys. Last exercise of the day. Core staying tight.
tight. If it's getting too difficult, just get rid of the skills and hold this plank with us. 15 seconds.
Try not to give up though, guys. We're almost done. Keep going. 2, 1, and good. All right, guys. That is all we have for you for our first workout of our full body week. You guys did awesome. That was definitely a tough one. Got us moving, got our heart rate elevated a little bit. But don't forget to check that off your bingo card.
Comment below that you did it.
Yep. Subscribe if you haven't already. But we thank you guys so much for sticking with us and for watching today. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.